Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 2 of game number 3 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Hearst Lumberjacks. Currently scoreless in this one after 20 minutes of play, although Hearst has a minute and 17 seconds left on the power play in that one. Courtney Kenny pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks for this one, as we'll take a quick look around the NOJHL. After 20 minutes of play, Blind River and Espanola are all tied at 1 apiece. That series currently in Espanola's favor, 2-1, and also in Sudbury, or I should say in the Sioux, it's the Sioux and Greater Sudbury Cubs tied at 1 apiece after 1 period as well, and the Thunderbirds currently hold a 2-1 lead in that one. And Timmins halfway through the first period there, it's 2-0 Timmins over Iroquois Falls, and they currently lead their series 2-0. So exciting hockey as all 4 playoff matchups are underway in this evening of hockey, as we welcome you again to Game 3 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Hearst Lumberjacks. And it's been an exciting one so far, Brad.
Probably the most exciting of the 4 series going on, the tightest matchup, I would say. And Powassan starts the second period on the penalty kill here, but pretty evenly matched first period, chances both ways. 12-9 of the shots in favor of the Powassan Voodoos so far, and just about set for period number 2 here, Courtney. This one's shaping up to be a goaltender's duel, and I love it.
Yeah, both goaltenders so far perfect through the first 20 minutes. 12-9 are the shots in favor between the two teams, although you have to figure that that's going to change at some point, as again we get set for the remaining minute 17 on the power play against the Voodoos, as Zach Turner's sitting for the next minute 17 or less in this one. As we're about to get underway for period number 2, and we are, the Lumberjacks in the road whites are going right to left in this one. The Voodoos in their home greens are going left to right for this middle frame. Down the ice now, Boswell with some speed, gains the zone. Como had the puck knocked off his stick as McLean gets it out to the neutral zone, but no further. Back to Janicki. Janicki with the puck, walks in, flips it down the ice. Shields chasing after it. Shields behind the net, it's tipped out and back to the point, where it's kept in by Robinson. Back to the point, Robinson with the puck. Goes cross ice, Janicki, they score! On the power play, the Hearst Lumberjacks take a 1-0 lead. Only 38 seconds here as a point shot from Janicki finds the back of the net.
Well, you can only play with fire for so long before you get burnt, and Powassan Voodoos took that penalty to end the first period and ends up biting them here to start the second. Under a minute in, and the Hearst Lumberjacks have jumped out to a 1-0 lead. Great shot there, and hopefully Powassan can regroup here and rebound.
Point shots have been the bane of Powassan's existence in this series so far, as there's been a couple that have found the back of the net. In games 1 and 2, as the puck is out of play, that'll go out of play, and that'll end the play, I should say, here as Hearst is able to break through on the 10th shot of the game for them. 19-14 here in the second period. 1-0 Lumberjacks.
Both goaltenders coming into this one, goals against average approaching 5, save percentage is under 900, so looking to improve on that this game. Looks like through the first period they will anyway, but Hearst on the board.
Voodoos have done a good job of coming back. It's now a 2-on-1. Hay goes cross ice, nearly puts that one in the back of the net. As now Ray Smith with the puck up the ice was looking for McMillan, although that was a slow developing play, and Audris is able to pick that one off. Now McMillan gets to it. He would have had some space had he got around Babiak, but couldn't. Now Thompson with the puck. Thompson down the ice, gains the zone, gets it to Smith. Smith with a shot towards the net. It's knocked to the side. Now McMillan, sharp angle, and puts it on net. DeCoste gets to it. And now we have a bit of a tie-up between Audris and Smith in front of the net. As well, Babiak in there as well.
Starting to see a little of what we didn't see at all in the first period. A little bit of rough stuff, a little extracurricular activity after the whistle there. And doesn't look like there's going to be any penalties coming from it, but McMillan mixing it up a little bit physically there with a couple of Hearst Lumberjacks.
Yeah, a little bit of physicality coming into play, a little bit of this rivalry.
Love it. Got to get something going to get a little bit of a jump in their legs, eh?
Yeah, the nice thing for Powassan is they've been able to come back in pretty much every situation in this series, except for at the end of game 2, in which they couldn't come back from a 3-goal lead, but they did make it interesting.
Did they ever?
As they brought it to within 1 after being down 3 in the third period. As the puck sent down the ice, Powassan coming into this game and scored the last 2 goals of the series, but no more. Case up for Patrick, loses the handle on it now as Boswell goes, and that'll be a 3rd straight penalty to the Voodoos for slashing against Alex Case. He'll be going to the box.
Case looking to break out on that nice sideboard pass from McElhaney and just lost position on the puck, and Boswell was able to steal it, and the only thing that Case could really do to prevent the breakaway going the other way for Boswell is to hold him up a little bit and held his stick, and he'll sit for 2 or less.
Well, the Lumberjacks scored at the start of this period on the power play, and we'll have to see if they're able to go back-to-back power plays with a goal. They're 1 for 2 so far in the game. As quickly down the ice, Powassan sends it, and that'll kill off time as DeCoste is out to play the puck behind his net. Little right in there, nearly got a piece of that, but it is the Lumberjacks going the other way. Como with the puck, had the puck nearly taken off his stick by Little. Now Shields gets to it, sends it down the ice, but that's going to hit a body, and it's caught by the linesman. Hey, sign that man up for baseball.
That was impressive, actually. We saw a couple of pop flies caught here so far this game, so got a few baseball players out there. This, Courtney, this is not the way that the Powassan Voodoos wanted to start this period, though.
Not at all. Not at all.
Give up a goal early and then take another penalty. So
yeah, so they'll have to more time to kill it off here. As Little once again down the ice, putting some pressure on the Lumberjacks. Now Boswell gains the zone, walking in, goes cross ice to Como. Como to Boucher. Boucher, his pass was stopped by the stick of Ricci. And now Boucher walking back in, takes another shot off the shoulder of DeRoccolo and back to the point. Little whacking for the puck, couldn't quite get it. Now it's to Ricci in the near side corner as the puck was stopped up just briefly by the referee in time for Ricci to get a hold of it and send it down the ice. Minute left on the man advantage here for the Lumberjacks.
Great sequence on the penalty kill for the Voodoos. They're getting sticks in passing lanes and letting DeRoccolo see the shots that do get through.
Patrick nearly put it into his own bench, but it is sent down the ice and deep into Lumberjacks territory. Now Como with it. Good play there by Patrick as he was able to block the pass and send it right back down the ice. 35 seconds remaining as Russo tried to get a piece of that, but now is Sturge at the blue line holding up the puck. Found Russo, or rather tried to, and now that'll be a hooking call, I believe, against the Lumberjacks. So the Voodoos, after 30 seconds, will have their first man advantage of this one.
Yeah, even things up here. That'll give the Powassan Voodoos a chance to play with the man advantage and hopefully get their legs moving here. Like I said, a bit of a slow start to this period and not quite how they wanted to start this period coming out of the intermission. So they will have a chance after 30 seconds to get on that man advantage and hopefully get something going.
Game 1, Voodoos were 0 for 1 as Ricci takes a shot on the power play. In game 2, they were 3 for 5 on the man advantage. So we'll have to see. They're batting 50% right now
along
in the series.
At 50% on the power play. We'll take that.
Have to see if that continues here. As the puck is still deep in Hearst territory, although now Hearst gets the puck out. 5 seconds remain on the 4-on-4. Robinson goes cross ice, chance there as that one was just put wide. And now Lemke with speed as he heads down the ice. McMillan walks in, takes the shot off the glove of DeCoste as we're to a power play now for the Voodoos, I should say, 5-on-4. Shields battling on the near side, back to Little at the point. Little walks in, takes a shot, blocked. Walks back across, takes a sharp angle shot, turned aside by DeCoste. Now McElhaney tries to get a stick on it. He's able to keep it in, as Little's able to try and get to it and keep it in. Little to McElhaney. McElhaney sends it back around. McMillan's going to get to it on the near side half wall. McMillan out front, and he couldn't find his man as Hearst gets a piece of it, and less than a minute now remaining on the power play as it's down for DeRoccolo. Case goes for a skate with the puck, twisting and turning, sends it right back behind the net to McElhaney. Now it's back to Case. Case slowing things down again, less than a minute left on the power play here as Little carries the puck out of his zone. Little gains the Hearst zone, leaves it off for Thompson. Thompson going cross ice as there was a streaking in McMillan on the near side. Now Case tried to find Thompson on the far side. Hearst gets to it, sends it down the ice, bouncing puck, and DeRoccolo is able to turn that aside as McElhaney gets to it. McElhaney leaves it for Thompson. Thompson goes behind his own net. Chase Thompson with some speed, leaves it, gets it to Lemke, and the pass was behind Thompson as he went through, and that goes for offside here with still less than a minute left on the man advantage for Powassan. Not able to really get much going in any offensive way.
Not yet anyway, so hopefully they get another chance with the man advantage later on to sort of straighten things out. Great decision, great play by DeRoccolo on that last sequence. The long dump in was right on net, but he didn't pull a Vesa Toscola and try to play it with his glove. He just put his whole body in front of it.
Wraith Smith walks in. That's going to go for offside. Still with the man advantage. Powassan will get another face-off outside of their zone. And, yeah, every time I see that, that's what I think of Vesa Toscola. Chris Dawson, if he was on right now, he'd be able to tell us. But that goal on Toscola, although, of course, Toscola is always blamed. Again, it's a bit tricky when the puck bounces. That goal scored by a former North Bay Centennial.
Who was that?
Chris Dawson would know, and I do not.
Okay.
If anyone can write in and tell me too right now.
It was against the Islanders anyway. That's all I remember.
Yeah. McLean with the puck in his own zone as we're back to 5-on-5. Walks in, leaves it off, gets it over for Smith, but Smith had it lost in his skate, so he's not able to quite get the puck in. And now it's sent down the ice into Voodoos territory. No icing, of course, as it hit a body on its way. Case gets it down the ice. A good pass for Lemke. Lemke threw it out front. Now it's to Smith. Smith walks in. He scores! Wraith Smith and the Voodoos are in flight. His fourth of the playoffs.
Just an opportune way to sniff that loose puck out, Ray Smith. Misplay in the defensive zone by William Paquette for the Lumberjacks. Tried to clear it out and whiffed on the puck. Left it sitting wide open in the middle for Ray Smith to collect it and fire it home. His fourth of the playoffs, and he is on fire. Voodoos are on the board.
Almost a broken-looking play from Lemke there as Smith was able to pick it up, like you said. And wow, just snuck it in past DeCoste. And we're all knotted up at one apiece here with 14:22 left in this second period. And now, again, the Voodoos having issues counting their players on the ice as Lemke has to come back out. As they only 4 on.
It seems like they want to play shorthanded. That's a couple times now.
Puck into the Hearst zone. I mean, I don't know. Hearst looked pretty good in that first power play this period. I don't know if I'd want to give them any more opportunities.
Don't want to take our chances.
Yeah. I'll only take the ones handed to me by the referee. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shields on the near side to Dubroy. Dubroy tries to get it out. He does. Lemke throws a bit of a hit as well. Lemke never afraid to throw the body. That's for sure. And also, speaking of Cameron Lemke.
Well, he's a big lad, so why would you be?
He is. He's recently committed to the Sioux College Cougars ACH, a Division II program. It's a team that former Voodoo star Gregory Trudeau Paquette joined in 2022-23 and had 50 points in 25 games.
2 points a game?
That's a clean 2.0 points a game.
That's impressive, and Cameron Lemke looking to maybe replicate that kind of production.
Yeah.
Nice to see out of him.
Always good when the Voodoos are able to move, or anyone from the NOJHL able to move players to that next level. Moore with the puck as Dawson takes a tumble. Now a good chance here for Hearst as Ricci's able to take his man Boswell off the puck. Ricci down the ice, couldn't find his man, and now the puck is up the ice for Rive. Rive gaining the zone. Looking out front, tipped on net by Dawson. and is stopped by DeCoste. Rive lost the handle on it, Boswell with it, and is sent down the ice, but Sturge picks it off in the neutral zone, sends it right back in. Trudell with the puck in his own zone, behind his net, walks out, goes down the ice, stopped up by the Voodoos, another chance, Turner tried to get a handle on it and get it to McElhaney, but McElhaney was turning. Now McElhaney leaves it for Turney. Voodoos, good transition here. Zach Turner sends it on net, the overtime hero in game one, and it's turned aside by DeCoste. Now McElhaney with the puck. Lost it, however, and is kicked back in by Sturge, who has the puck knocked out of his hands, and that'll go for a penalty against the Lumberjacks for slashing, and the Voodoos will get their first proper power play of the game.
Well, we mentioned it already. The Voodoos operating at a 50% pace on the power play so far. They're going to get another chance. It was a slash there by Bourdon Lemoyne of the Hearst Lumberjacks, and we'll see Powassan on the power play for two more here. Just over 12 minutes left in the second, and hopefully some more offense to come.
Shields wins the draw. Little tried to corral that like a shortstop. However, it took a weird bounce and got by him. He had his gloves down on the ice and everything, and it just took a weird bounce off the boards.
Did it ever.
Little down the ice with some speed, gains the zone, loses the handle on it though as McMillan tried to get to it. Patrick able to knock it back in, and Babiak sends it down the ice. McElhaney first on it in Voodoos territory now, picks it up behind his net. I'd love to tell you how much time's left on the power play, but it's
minute 20.
Hey, there we go. Puck rolls in. I can tell you right now, from my vantage point, it's a running theme here where we can't see the home side or the away side penalty, I guess.
I could just see a portion of the two. Now we're just over a minute left.
McMillan, I should say. Too many Macs on this team. I've said that many times this year. Out front, couldn't get it as there was only white and orange jerseys out there.
Macmillan, McLean, McElhaney.
Yep. And then there was Parker McClelland earlier this year, too.
That's right, yeah.
It's like, what are you guys doing to me here? Tongue twisters. That's what I got to do before I come here. Smith leaves it for Case. Less than a minute left on the man advantage now. As Thompson leaves it for Lemke. Back to the point to Lemke now. Lemke in for Thompson. Thompson was looking out for Smith. As the Voodoos have yet to get really any meaningful zone time here. As Lemke gets to it, takes a shot from the point. DeCoste got a piece of it and is saved. Now on the far side, Smith at the point. Walks the line, takes the shot. That one buckled his man as it was blocked. Goes cross ice looking for Case. Case has the puck, leaves it for Lemke. Lemke takes another chance, kicked aside by DeCoste. And now Hearst is able to get the puck down the ice, or so they thought, as that'll do it here for the man advantage. As the puck went out of play. And the man comes out of the box, and then they were kind of looking at him, but there is no time left on the board, so he should come out. It is 5-on-5 again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but for some reason we've got the face-off inside the Hearst zone.
20-11, the shots in favor of Powassan. And now Hearst with the puck again going the other way. Hay walks in. Looks to go cross ice, couldn't quite complete a pass. Now Dawson sent the puck down the ice, but is quickly sent back in by Schillinglaw. Now in his own zone, Jackson Smith sent it right back in. Standing up, trying to chase after it a little bit. Audris with the puck. Audris down for Hay. Hay goes cross ice again, but is picked off by the Voodoos as Sturge leads the rush the other way. Sturge throws it in backhand towards DeCoste. It's covered up by the goaltender. And we'll get a stoppage here with 10-10 left in the second period.
Yeah, Sturge leading the rush down the right side. Didn't really have anyone with him. He had some trailers kind of back behind some traffic, but instead decides to flip it harmlessly on net. And DeCoste covers up for a draw. So we've just about played a period and a half, about half the game here, Courtney. And we're tied in the series. We're tied in goals for both teams. We're tied here again in this game. Does it get any tighter than this?
Not by much, that's for sure.
No.
McElhaney sends it back to the point, kept in by Case. McElhaney would have had a good lane to shoot it, but he opted for the pass back to the point, and Case wasn't expecting it. As the old red-green show used to say, keep your stick on the ice.
That brings me back.
You get your duct tape and you just keep your stick on the ice.
That's right.
That'll be a hand pass for Paquette, but he's able to get a handle on it first before his teammates. So no call there, as now Ricci battling with his man on the far side, or rather McLean. Back to the point, kicked out of the zone by the Lumberjacks. Paquette with it. Picked off now by Turner. Turner took a shot, and that one's blocked by the Lumberjacks. Going the other way now, Boswell walks in. Boswell with the shot. It's blocked by Case and left in the slot dangerously, but it's back to the point. Another chance from the point, kicked aside, or just wide of the net, I should say. Now it's Boucher in his own zone. Boucher sent it down, was looking for a man, but instead it found the Voodoos. Now walking in is Lemke with a shot, blocked again by Boucher, as the Lumberjacks just putting all the bodies in front of the shots here in the last couple of minutes against the Voodoos.
That's the one thing I've noticed through the game so far is Hearst does a really good job of blocking shots. They seem to always be in the shooting lanes, whether it's a stick or a leg. Not much is getting through to DeCoste.
No, certainly helps when you're able to stop your goaltender from having to labor a little bit.
That's it.
Boswell gets it to Moore, now to Como. Como with the shot, saved by DeRoccolo, juicy rebound, another chance, another save by DeRoccolo, and it's behind him, and in the net, 2-1, Audris with the goal, and that's his second of the series.
And it was all DeRoccolo could do to keep this one out. He actually made a beautiful right pad save on the second attempt, but the third attempt he couldn't quite get set, and his position was a little bit not where he wanted to be, and the puck somehow squeezed through him and just crossed the line before it could get dug out. So 2-1 Hearst, a little over halfway through the second period.
Yeah, DeRoccolo was making some good saves on that sequence too.
He was.
Couple of big rebounds though left by the goaltender, and you don't like to see that, but no one was there to clear the puck away.
That's it. You can count on him for one or two saves, but at that point it's up to the defense to do their job and get that puck out, and they just couldn't that time.
And he made, I would say, 85% of the third save.
He was actually almost pulled off the line by the defender, just not quite in time.
No. Trudell with the puck off the draw. 2-1 Hearst now. As the puck's back to Little, to Ricci. Ricci got it to Lemke. And Thompson's going to chase after it. Puck, bodies flying everywhere in the Hearst Lumberjacks zone now. Now Trudell down the ice. Takes a shot, blocked by the Voodoos. And another chance now here as Thompson's going to go the other way. Thompson finds McMillan. Left for Smith. Another chance. He scores! Wraith Smith! Superman to the crowd.
And Courtney, what can't this kid do? This will look like a broken play for the Voodoos coming into the zone. Bit of a bouncing puck. Finds Wraith in the slot, and he pounds it home for his second of the game. Fifth of the playoffs so far. Fifth in 3 games in this series. Wow.
You know what? They call him Hollywood. How much better of a blockbuster is that?
Including the Hollywood-like celebration. That was nice.
He's going to be a player at the next level. He's already scored a goal, the teddy bear toss goal for North Bay's team up there in the OHL. And man, is he going to be a player for them in a couple of years. And going to be fun to watch his career.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Smith battling for it now is Tucker Shields. Back to Paquette. Paquette takes the shot, blocked aside by DeRoccolo. Now it's to Lemke. Lemke threw it out front, but it's kept in by the Lumberjacks. However, Lemke falling, he's able to get the puck down the ice. That should go for icing, and it will. No icing is waved off. Boucher with the puck. Boucher down the ice as he's tied up by Case, and the puck not yet into Voodoo's territory is now going the other way is Thompson. Thompson walks in, takes another shot, and that one hits a body and goes high and wide. Do you know, I'll come back with this little fun trivia fact on the other side of this as we reach our mid-period break here on the front line. We'll be back with more of period 2 from game 3 between the Voodoos and Hearst on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Welcome back. It's 2-2 between the Voodoos and the Hearst Lumberjacks so far through the first half of this game. Courtney County Police will be joined by Brad Brooks. I had a chance to talk to Ray Smith recently, as we'll be having keep your eye on page today. There will be an article coming out soon as I can find some free time, because I don't get much this week with hockey, as I've dubbed it Hell Week Part 2.
Yeah, we're busy.
Yeah, it's a little busy here on the front line. But anyways, do you know why Ray Smith is saying 20 with the battalion is kind of growing on him a little bit? Although 25 is what he's usually worn. Do you know why he chose number 25?
I don't know.
His dad is friends with former Red Wing Darren McCarty.
That would do it.
Yeah.
McCarty wore 25 for a long time for the Red Wings. That's
exactly.
Great.
One of the best Stanley Cup winning goals in NHL history.
Easily.
And that's coming from a Leafs fan.
25 honestly looks better as a hockey number than 20 anyway, in my humble opinion.
Unless you're a goalie. Eddie Belfour, man.
Goalie.
He rocked that. Vladislav Trekiak rocked it.
Eddie the Eagle, number 20. That was great.
That's why I wear number 20. Also, my birthday's the 20th of January, so kind of worked out a little bit.
Couple of reasons for you.
Yeah, it kind of worked out a little bit, but I also like 31 because of Curtis Joseph, so.
Can't go wrong with Cujo.
Those were my two first big hockey heroes.
Yes, sir.
And then 16 for Darcy Tucker. But now I'm kind of sympathetic to 34.
Oh, I wonder why that would be.
Puck sent in around the end wall. Chase Thompson with the puck as he couldn't quite get it out. He was fanned on that. Speak of Ray Smith, he's able to knock the puck down the ice. He's on hat-trick watch now. Always fun watching him here in Powassan. He's a big game player, man.
Is he ever?
As he tried to keep it in, couldn't quite. He just sends it right back in.
The moment never seems too big for him.
I mean, his first OHL goal is the Teddy Bear toss goal. Like, come on.
And a beauty it was. It was a snipe.
Absolute
I was
snipe.
at that game. Oh.
6:15 left on the clock here. 2-2 between the Voodoos and Hearst. Sent down the ice. Russo's going to get to it in his own zone. Stops up behind his net, takes it out front, and he goes to Rive. Rive down the ice, gains the zone, goes for the shot. Another chance for Dawson on the doorstep, and he's turned aside by DeCoste.
DeCoste had the pad down. If Caleb Dawson could have lifted that puck, he might have had the third goal tonight for the Voodoos, but a couple of big saves from DeCoste.
Boswell walking in, looks for an opportunity, is stopped by DeRoccolo. Puck just left out front of the net, and now a good little flip by Dawson for Little. It's a 2-on-1 for Powassan. Little leaves it for Dawson. Shoots, saved by DeCoste. As Caleb Dawson still looking for his first NOJHL playoff goal, and now a delayed penalty going against the Voodoos as Trudell gets to it. Back for Como, another chance, just goes wide. Sharp angle shot stopped by DeRoccolo, and Turner's going to get to it. And it's going to be a cross-checking call against, I missed who the call was gone, against Patrick? Yeah. No.
Oh.
No, against Dawson, apparently. No, hey, nobody seems to know. You know, the Voodoos fans here are not very big fans of the refereeing so far in this game, I would say, but
what a rush on that last sequence.
Yeah.
So Alex Little, the smoothest skater on the ice, breaks it out.
Sorry, going off, but continue.
And was able to go one-on-one with the defender, and then he had Caleb Dawson trailing, dropped it to him. Dawson with a great shot on net was stopped by DeCoste.
Face-off one, back to DeRoccolo. He had to scramble to get that one as he nearly put himself in harm's way to get that puck as McDonald was barreling in on him. So Rive in the box, minute 55 left on that. We talked about discipline coming into this one, and the Voodoos' discipline has not been there.
Well, not yet. I mean, but Hearst has taken a couple penalties themselves. It seems like it's going to be one of those chippy games.
These two teams love each other.
Oh, yeah. No, not physical at all.
Down in Voodoos territory now. Bordeaux and Lemoyne back to Robinson, goes cross ice. Couldn't quite get his man lined up. Now Robinson on the near side, tried to send it towards the net. It was off Case's skate, and it went wide. Bordeaux and Lemoyne to Robinson. Robinson, far side, back to Janicki. Janicki with the shot from the point. DeRoccolo scrambling as the puck laid there. But Lemke's going to get to it and send it down the ice. Or rather McLean, I should say, as DeCoste is out to play the puck and sends it around behind himself to his captain, Janicki. Janicki up the ice now for his man, Robinson. Robinson skates it in. Como also in there. As now Ricci gets to it, sends it around the boards as that's going to miss his man. And go all the way down the ice. 55 seconds left on the man advantage. Russo nearly got around Janicki. He could have had a chance at the puck, however, good play by the goaltender negated that. Janicki now carries the puck in.
Russo's effort on this penalty kill, his forecheck, unbelievable. He's winning all the loose puck battles here, and it's really keeping Hearst out of the Voodoo zone on this power play.
Him and Little play the same kind of role in the power play. Little's technically a defenseman, right? But he's very aggressive on the penalty kill when they put it out there. It's kind of like the opposite of a power play. You go out there with three defensemen as that'll be a delayed penalty. Speak of the devil against Alex Little for tripping. So for 5-on-3 for 18 seconds, but as you were saying, yes, Justin Russo very aggressive. Now we're probably going to see a steady diet of Justin Russo here.
Justin Russo killed off about a minute of that last power play, Hearst power play, and he's going to be called upon to kill off some more of this next one, because the Voodoos, like you said, the best penalty killer they have, Alex Little, is going to go to the box for tripping.
5-on-3 for 18 seconds. And then it'll be a minute 42 of 5-on-4 or less, depending.
Wow. Hopefully not less, but
puck's going to be coming to, or the faceoff's going to be coming to the near side of Durocolo's net. Schillinglaw with the puck off the draw, though. Back to the point. Schillinglaw couldn't quite get a handle on it. As now Como with it. Back over for Schillinglaw. One-time attempt. It comes out to Shields, who's able to knock it down the ice and kill some valuable time here. That'll bring us to 5-on-4 as the 5-on-3 is killed. And out comes, surprise, surprise, Justin Russo.
I feel like no one's surprised by that.
I was being sarcastic. Another chance from the point from Schillinglaw. Missed the net. Now McLean gets to it, tries to shield the puck against the boards as Shields and Russo come in for support. Puck still along the end wall. Now it does come out from near side. Back for Schillinglaw. Shot on net, well over the net. Tried to send it out front. Durocolo gets to it, and he's going to stop that one and make sure we get another draw here with a minute 11 remaining on the power play.
The Hearst Lumberjacks have been successful already tonight on the power play, but the Voodoos penalty kill actually has looked pretty good regardless. And they've got about 71 seconds left to kill off of this one. And we'll have, just as the second period winds down here, still tied 2-2.
Ryan Patrick in for the draw. He wins it back to Ricci. Ricci hits it off the glass, and down the ice it goes. Janicki in his own zone with Turner hot on his tail. Janicki goes cross ice, and he nearly gave it away to Turner. Now the puck bouncing in for Ricci. Sent back down the ice by the Voodoos. And rather, that was Jackson Smith. Now to Como. Como walking in. Battling for possession. McDonald gets to it. Como with it now. Back for Robinson. Robinson. Cross ice. Janicki with another chance. And that one just went wide of the net. Ricci tried to dump it out. It's kept in by Janicki. Another chance off the stick of the Voodoos player. It bounces off the glass. And out front to Durocolo as it was behind him. Turning around and made the glove save. 26 seconds left.
That was close. It was just a weak shot from the point by Janicki, but it hit a couple, I don't know if it hit a stick or a couple of bodies, but it took a weird bounce off the end glass and then almost got in behind Durocolo as he had to scramble to cover that one up quickly.
Good chance there. You had to be alert there if you're Daniel Durocolo, of course. Now Case with the puck, sending it down the ice. 15 seconds remaining on the power play. Russo down. Being aggressive as ever, disrupting everything. Wow, look at that. Able to knock the puck away. He's got, just like the first period, he had 4 Hearst jerseys around him. He had 3 there, and the puck finally comes loose with 4 seconds left on the clock here in the power play. And that's it. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Voodoos killed off both power plays.
Give Justin Russo the first star of the night. His penalty killing has been unbelievable tonight.
He's been fun to watch all year long.
Goodness.
Head coach Peter Goulet called him one of the best fourth line centermen in the league. Well, I'd go even a step further and call him the best defensive forward in the league.
Hard to argue with that.
Case with the puck. Walks in, takes the shot to Koss, kicks it to the side of the net. Now Lemke keeps it in. Audris with the puck behind his net now. Stops up. Smith went in there aggressive, tried to get to the puck, but it's back out into the neutral zone. Thompson to McMillan, and it's kept in by Audris. Smith nearly got the puck away from here, and as we're into the last minute now. Schillinglaw with the puck. Off the skate of Smith, but Hearst recovers. Now near side, it's down the ice. Little gets to it in his own zone, and he stops up. Little letting his guys rest up here for the final 30 seconds. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson out of his zone, through the neutral zone, gains the blue line. Chase Thompson to the front of the net, had Ricci right there, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now Thompson threw it right across the ice again. Smith coming in, tries to take a shot, and now it's McMillan on a good backhand chance, but that one's stopped by DeCoste. McMillan behind the net. Back out. Sent in by Ricci. Blocked by, or the shot from the defender blocked. Another chance to Cost on the side of the net. McMillan, as the Voodoos struggle to get it past the net. And Smith got to it and put it well high over the net with 0.1 seconds left on the clock, as the Voodoos were looking for the go-ahead goal here in the dying seconds of the second period.
What a sequence, though. Powassan all over Hearst this last 30, 40 seconds, generating all kinds of chances, and the defense for Hearst and DeCoste in net had to be very sharp there. All Voodoos to end this second period here.
Thompson in for the offensive zone draw, as he's going to try and get a quick shot away, as that'll kill the final 0.1 second of this period. It was 0-0 coming into this period. It's now 2-2, so we're right back to where we started this game. After 40 minutes of play, the Voodoos and Hearst are still tied, much like they are in this best-of-7 series so far. Again, it's 2-2 in this one. Series all knotted up at 1 apiece as well. I'm Courtney Kenny, he's Brad Brooks, and we'll be back with more Frontline Powassan Voodoos action on the other side of this intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the third period here of game number 3 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Hearst Lumberjacks. All knotted up at 2 apiece as the Lumberjacks went ahead 1-0 before the Voodoos tied it up. And then came back, made it 2-1, and Powassan tied it up at 2 apiece. I'm Courtney Kennedy, pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks here for game number 3. And Brad, it's been an exciting one so far.
Oh, man, this has been typical playoff hockey, back and forth. We're 2-2 through 2, and pretty much what we expected from these guys. Just 2 really great playoff teams going back and forth at each other, and I'm excited for the third.
Looking at the out-of-town scoreboard tonight as every team in the playoffs is in action. Blind River and Espanola after 20 minutes of play are tied at 1 apiece. Espanola currently leads that series 2-1. Sudbury up 2-1 on the Sioux after 40 minutes of play. And the Sioux Thunderbirds currently lead that series 2-1. Timmins is up 3-0 on the Iroquois Falls Storm. Still in the second period as that game has a half-an-hour delay between ours, all the other games in this one. So Timmins looking to go up a commanding 3-0 in that series, Brad.
Very, very likely that we're going to see a sweep there, just as you predicted. But the other series are pretty close. Greater Sudbury looking to tie that series up at 2 here tonight in the Sioux. We've got a lot of fun, exciting playoff hockey going on, and I'm loving every second of it, Courtney.
Very exciting indeed. As we mentioned, Ray Smith so far with 2 goals for the Voodoos here. He was our player of the game, or player to watch for this one, and he has absolutely delivered. As Ray Smith definitely upping his game in the playoffs, as that's his 4th and 5th goal of the series already. As mentioned, this series all knotted up at 1 apiece, so there has to be a victor. One team will go ahead. Will it be Powassan? Will it be Hearst? Stay tuned to find out. That's the best way I can tee this one up.
Yeah, and not to be outdone, let's mention our other player to watch on the other side, the Hearst Lumberjacks player, Matthew Como, who's got 2 assists on the night. So he's got assists 3 and 4 to go along with his 3 goals. He's up to 7 points in the playoffs there. So both our players to watch are having a night, Courtney.
Yeah, Matthew Como definitely having a great showing for the Hearst Lumberjacks. And these 2 teams were very tight in almost every statistical category in the regular season. So again, with no disrespect to Timmins or Iroquois Falls, where there's a 40-point difference between those 2 teams in the standings, all eyes, it feels like, we're on this series in the East anyways, Brad.
Well, and it's tough, too, for whoever comes out of this series on top. This is a very good chance to go 7 this series, and it's a slugfest. So whoever moves on to the next round very likely gets a well-rested Timmins team in the second round, so it doesn't bode well for the winner of this one.
As we're set here for the third period, as the crowd gets loud and proud here in Powassan.
This is the loudest I've heard this building. Wow.
Yeah, it's always nice here to hear the hometown support. There's very, to their credit, up in Hearst. Very loud in Hearst for games 1 and 2 as well. As we're underway for the third period, the Voodoos in their road whites are the Hearst Lumberjacks in their road whites are going left to right to start this period. The Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left as Matthew McMillan gets to the puck. And he tried to send it down the ice, however, going the other way now is Babyak. He nearly got his pocket picked by Ray Smith. Janicki got to it. McDonald flips it in, not very far, but Ricci does have to pick it up in his own zone.
Wraith
Now,
is hunting. He's looking for that hat-trick goal.
Of course. Big game Wraith, Hollywood. I guess I should have that article written. It would be pretty prime to have it tonight. Wraith Smith on the near side. Tries to turn and take a shot. And it's blocked. Now the Lumberjacks try to get it open. McLean gloved it down. Everyone's starting to look like midseason form baseball players here. Now behind the net to McMillan. McMillan hit a bit of piece of water there behind the net and had the puck just stick to the ice. As now the puck's still down in Hearst territory. Voodoos up on the shot category, 25-20, as McMillan comes away with it. McMillan leaves it for McLean. McLean goes cross ice. No one was there, but McMillan was going to go off for a change, picks it up at the blue line, and sends it back towards the net. Still in there for Thompson. Thompson turns around and gives it to the corner for Lemke. Lemke battling behind the net. Nearly tripping over the same patch of ice that took away the puck from McMillan moments ago. And now the Lumberjacks finally send it down the ice and try to get some reprieve, but that'll go for icing. So it's a very tired Lumberjacks squad out on the ice right now. I don't think they've really got much of a change in at all this period. So they've been out there for a minute 31 so far in this third period.
Wow, good chance for Powassan to take advantage of that, then use those tired legs against them. But yeah, like you said, the ice still a little bit moist in some spots from the Zamboni here as we get underway. So a little bit tough to move the puck through certain areas that are still wet.
Puck does come out, so Hearst will get their change now as the Voodoos send it down to their own zone, so there will be no icing on that. Sturge with the puck. Stops up behind his net. Jaden Sturge. Out for Jackson Smith. Lemke or Dubroy got a piece of it, so no icing. As Schillinglaw tries to shovel it back to the blue line. Sturge walks in, tries to muscle his way to the front of the net, couldn't quite get there. And Lemke tried to keep the blue line, and now down the ice the puck goes again into Voodoos territory. Smith with the puck behind his net. Sends it up to the near side for Lemke. Lemke with the Hearst player all over him, but he does get the puck down the ice now for a quick 2-on-1 for Patrick. Patrick walks in, takes a shot, he scores! Ryan Patrick! His second of the series, and the Voodoos take a 3-2 lead.
And this play starts in the Powassan zone with a beautiful lead pass by Lemke. Fires the puck up ice, collected in the neutral zone by Patrick, who leaves it 2-on-1 in, but he was thinking shoot all the way, and shoot he did. Snipe up over the left hand, the glove hand of goaltender DeCoste, and we've got a 3-2 lead here for the Voodoos a couple minutes into the third.
Ryan Patrick looking like vintage Evgeny Malkin, right over the glove hand of DeCoste.
Streaking down the left side. What a shot, Courtney.
What a shot indeed. Number 24 in your program books. Number 1 in the hearts of many Pittsburgh fans. Patrick back out there again with the puck. Sends the puck down the ice for Turner. Again, this All-American line. Turner from Colorado, McElhaney and Patrick both from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. What a hockey factory Pittsburgh's turning into thanks to Crosby and Malkin.
No doubt.
Kalen stops up with the puck, sends it cross ice. Another chance, blocked by DeRoccolo. McElhaney with a good stick to negate another chance there for Hearst. As the puck still stuck along the end wall. Now it's out for Boucher. Boucher sends it in for Kalen. Now it's Borden Lemoyne with a shot. Rebound just sat there for DeRoccolo. And Dawson was able to clear the puck from the side of the net. Now Case with it. Sends it in for McLean. McLean still in his own zone, twisting and turning behind his net. Sends it far side for Case. Case dipsy doodles around one. And then he sends the puck down the ice. It missed Russo. And that'll go for icing against the Dews.
What a move by Case to avoid his check there and clear that puck out of his own zone. But yeah, like you said, it's nice to see. You love to see that with the Crosby effect, and a lot of players coming up in Pittsburgh now. A lot of really great hockey players coming out of that Pennsylvania area, just like Chicago with Kane and Taves over the years, and now Connor Bedard. You're going to start seeing a lot more players come out of that Illinois area too, which is nice.
Exactly. It's a hockey hotbed. You're starting to see more hockey players out of Arizona too now with the Crosby and Doan effect.
Right.
And now Matthew Nyes as well. When's the last time there have been 3 Arizona-born players in the NHL?
Probably never.
More with the puck.
If I had to guess.
Although technically Matthews, I suppose, was an Arizona-born, but...
California.
Yeah.
But Arizona raised.
Big D-backs fan. We won't hold that against him. I think he's a Jays fan, though, now. So
He's also a Boston Red Sox fan. He wears 34 because of Big Pappy.
Oh.
David Ortiz.
Nobody likes that. Although David Ortiz is okay, I guess.
Yeah, he was all right.
Really helped having that Penske pole there, though, for a lefty. Alex Little down the ice now with some speed as he tried to get his way into the Hearst zone. Couldn't quite get there. Now Lemke with the puck. Goes cross ice. Another chance to Broy. Had a chance to send that one on the net and couldn't quite get that one on the net. Here is another chance from the point as Smith gets to it. As we'll get another stoppage here with 15:23 left in the third period. Shots on goal. We've lost the home shots, but 23 shots for the Lumberjacks, Brad.
0 shots apparently for the Voodoos, but 3 goals. So.
Hey, that's okay. Doing okay there?
Yeah. I think the last I saw it was 27 for the Voodoos. So.
Yeah, the Voodoos were up in the high 20s, that's for sure.
Yeah.
As now the puck down the ice here for Hearst. They throw it around the end wall. Voodoos haven't had much time leading in the games here in this playoffs. So we'll see what happens now that they play with a lead.
Still a ton of time on the clock here, so they're going to have to play smart as well as capitalize on some chances down the stretch.
They had a lead late in the third period of game 1, and then that game went to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Now McMillan with the puck, sends it cross ice for a streaking Thompson, but it was just out of his reach. He tried to stop the puck in the Lumberjack zone. Now Robinson going the other way. He loses the handle on it, though, and trying to get Wraith Smith, but that one was just out of his reach, and that'll go for icing as he nearly beat out the icing call. And now Schillinglaw and Smith have a bit of a pushing and foot match there.
And that lead pass just missed a streaking Ray Smith through the neutral zone, and he would have been gone looking for goal number 3 on the night. That was a very close missed opportunity. So we'll see a face-off now down in the Powassan zone.
Puck face-off one, blocked by Thompson off the draw as a shot was going to come in from the Lumberjacks. Now McLean gets it to Thompson. Thompson sends it in. Going in for McElhaney, who played in this league before as a member of the Timmins Rock. Wearing the right shade of green now, though. Hey, with the puck.
Yes, sir.
Back to Boucher. I asked him if he likes burgundy or green. He told me green. So.
And why would he lie?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Probably because he's on a Powassan Voodoos podcast. But puck sent in from the point. DeRoccolo with a nice save. Puck sent back out front. And now Turner battling for it as well. Patrick, good chance here as he's able to block the shot. Now he goes in on a break. Ryan Patrick in, makes a move. Big save by DeCoste. Ryan Patrick looking for his second of the game. Good chance there. But an even better save by DeCoste.
Patrick fielding it here in the third. That was a great play to knock that puck down and go streaking in all alone. Just couldn't beat DeCoste for the second time.
Hearst with possession in their own zone. Gets down the ice. Alice Paquette sends it in behind the net. Now Shields with it. Shields up to the top of the zone. However, Robinson gets to it first. As now it's back to the point. Janicki with another shot. That one went wide. Now Duproy tried to get to it. Couldn't quite get there. Going around the zone. That's Audris with the puck. Audris has a goal here tonight for the Lumberjacks. So is Janicki. As it's back behind the net for Janicki. Board on Lemoyne. Sends it in. Russo chasing after it, along with Robinson. Russo battling behind his net. The puck is there. He gets to it. Now Russo flips it down the ice. Dawson looking up. He found it, although it was batted off of his stick and sent back into the neutral zone. Russo just sends it right back in, and the Voodoos tag up. Dawson looking for the puck. However, Hearst, Robinson turns on the Jets and gets around him. Sends it down into Voodoos territory. Russo gets to it first. Sends it around, or no, it's picked off by Hearst behind the net. Board on Lemoyne, back for Janicki. Janicki with the shot. That one's stopped by DeRoccolo. Now Russo with it. Sends it back to the point. Janicki sends it right back in. Russo gets it out. Dawson chasing after it. Schillinglaw gets to it though first. Now Rive chasing after him. Schillinglaw puts on the brakes, turns around, and gets to the red line and sends it in. Jackson Smith, near side. Gets it up for Wraith Smith. Smith tried to bounce the puck between the boards to get it up and out, although it was picked up by Hearst. Case, the recipient of a big hit on the far side of the zone. And it's up the ice for Ray Smith again. Now Jackson Smith gets his man with a hit. That's Boswell. Battling in the near side in the corner, or in the half wall, I should say. Como with the puck. Brought to the ice by Thompson, and Thompson picks up the loose puck. Chase Thompson to the center of the ice for Smith. Smith quickly over for McMillan. Back for Smith, takes the shot, saved by DeCoste. Rebound was there, but McMillan couldn't get the handle on it.
And that was labeled. Great save by DeCoste to keep Ray Smith from getting that hat-trick goal.
Another chance, Trudell with the shot, blocked by DeRoccolo. Rebound couldn't settle down for Como, as Daniel DeRoccolo made perhaps his biggest save yet. Little tried to get it over for Smith, and he's taken to the ice. No call coming there, as now Little's being punched all over the ice as he was held down. And Little just gets up and skates away as the Lumberjacks player was right on top of him. I believe that's Trudell.
Little kind of led a bit of a broken rush into the zone, and the pass kind of got tangled up in his skates, and as he's trying to dig the puck out, kind of gets tackled by Trudell, and they both go to the ice, both swinging fists, and both getting penalized for it. So.
Now once again, I think he's listening right now, but I just want to give a shout out to Denis Puska, or Denis Puska. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, for winning Broadcaster of the Year in the NOJHL, the inaugural award. It's good to see, as here comes a chance for Shields. It's good to see us broadcasters, and a smaller league starting to get noticed a little bit for what we do. We try to be as professional as we can. I know sometimes that doesn't always happen, especially with myself. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Paquette with a chance. Big hit by Lemke. So it's just a nice little incentive by the league to really recognize our efforts. And now Powassan on a 2-on-1. Lemke crossed the zone. Couldn't quite get it to Case, though, as a good stick stops that chance for Kalen. 4-on-4 here as Little goes to the box as well in that little scrum. Janicki at the point, and is sent up and out of play. And I just wanted to finish off that thought by just, it's really nice to see the NOJHL recognize our little fraternity of broadcasters.
You know what? Speaking about professionalism, I really think that you and Matt and Harrison and everyone else on the front line does a phenomenal job. You guys do a great job of staying professional, yet you can tell that you guys are passionate about hockey. You call a really good game, and it's just fun to work with you guys, and I'm enjoying it.
You're going to make me cry, Brad. Thank you. It's nice coming from you, considering you've joined us last year around February, and have been nothing but the definition of professionalism. So I'm
still kind of new to this, but figuring it out, I think.
And your podcast is doing pretty okay too, the NFLA.
Hey, yeah.
I've done its first season, of course.
Shaping up for season 2 shortly.
It's going to be a busy one.
Oh yeah.
You're going to cover the draft?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, you got to cover the draft. Okay, it's here on the near side. Como fanned on the shot. For the record, Brad is an Eagles fan. I am an avid Bills fan, so we don't always see eye to eye, but at least I'm not a Cowboys fan, right?
Could be worse. Yeah, that's right. You could cheer for Dallas.
Schilling Law nearly had the puck poked off his stick by McMillan. And now Hearst with another chance down the ice. Patrick looking for the lead pass. He finds McElhaney. McElhaney in alone, takes the chance. He had it. Knocked off his stick. And he looked like he was looking for a call at first, but he continued on. McElhaney and Patrick both from Pittsburgh getting some gorgeous chances here as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the 4-on-4 expires.
One of the nicest passes you'll see. Just a gorgeous stretch pass by Patrick all the way through the neutral zone and found his man, but McElhaney could not finish.
Shields goes cross ice, finds Case. Case from the sharp angle, throws it towards the net. It's back out to McElhaney though as it's off the boards. Chipped on net by Shields and is saved by DeCoste. Sent back down the ice. It hops over McLean's stick, and that'll go for icing. And we'll get a stoppage here. One other thing I wanted to say, Ryan Patrick, when he talked to me about on the podcast the first time, I said, why are you always the last one out on the ice? He said, because as a kid, you remember sitting there waiting. Malcolm was always the last one out on the ice for Pittsburgh. And he said, you were always waiting. Oh, is Gino playing? And then Gino would come out and he would play. And he said that's where he tries to emulate that by being the last guy out on the ice.
Well, if you can shape any part of your game after a guy like Evgeny Malkin, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He's phenomenal.
Again, we go back to the Pittsburgh connection, and just what a great two great players along with some great teams to really try and model your game after.
Bit of a dynasty Pittsburgh had there. Them and Chicago going back and forth in the 2010s there.
Yeah. Almost forgotten is the cup win, back-to-back cup runs against Detroit, too, because of those 2 cups in the late 2010s. Smith goes cross ice for McMillan. McMillan in for Thompson, and the puck rode off his stick. Smith with the puck now. Takes another chance. It's off the side of the net and behind. Wraith Smith looking for his 3rd of the game. Now it's Bourdon Lemoyne. 7:40 left in the third period. Powassan leads 3-2. Ricci battling for it. Gets it to Little. Alex Little, the heartbeat of this team. Down the ice with some speed. He gains the zone. Alex Little goes behind the net. Looked out front for some options. Couldn't find any. Now he still battles in the near side corner. Russo in there as well. Russo comes away with the puck. Tried to shovel it out front for Rive, but couldn't quite find him. Now down the ice into Voodoos territory. Sturge battling for it. Now Bourdon Lemoyne gets to it. However, comes out Robinson with a chance there. It's turned aside by DeRoccolo. Little with the puck behind his net. Leaves it for Sturge and goes off for a change. Sturge waiting and waiting as they want to get more of their guys out on the ice. They do get a full line change in. Boswell also eating up some precious time here for Hearst.
Yeah, the clock is Hearst's enemy at this point, and they're just content to sit back and watch the Voodoos just kill clock back there. So
Boswell.
Strange.
Not that time, though. Boswell did come after him the second time. Up for Patrick. Patrick tripped up. No call coming there. Even the Hearst players kind of stopped
because they looked. There was a penalty coming.
Yeah, hey. And we're going to be penalized, right? Nope, just kidding. You thought wrong. Jackson Smith roofs it and hits off the meshing.
There's about 200 and some odd referees in the stands here that don't agree.
Well, and head coach Peter Goulet, the best beard in the NOJHL, giving it to the referees as well.
It is majestic. I will give him that.
I tell you, man, it's even better in person. 3-2 Voodoos lead.
As we continue to hear a little bit of dissent in the ranks here. In the
Lumberjacks, Marc-Andre Bajin, kind of asking some questions on the bench as well.
Nevertheless, we'll remain even strength here in final 6 minutes of this third period.
Now the referee and linesman coming together.
Oh.
That's going to actually be the mid-period timeout. So we'll be back with the final 6 minutes and change of Game 3 potentially on the other side of this quick break on the front line, Powassan Voodoos Hockey.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And we welcome you back. Keep an eye on our social media after the game. We should have an interview with our player of the game from the hometown Voodoos, regardless of the outcome. 3-2 Voodoos lead. Courtney Kenny pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks. Of course, Mike Brown, our camera operator. Cassie Millen, our intern. He's looking at me because he knows what I usually say at this point, but I'm not going to say it. Happy birthday, Mike. I lied. Anyways, Harrison from the Garrison down with the social media. So check out Instagram for all your live updates from ice level from Harrison from the Garrison. To go back to kind of give you a bit of an inside, or the hint of the inside joke for those at home listening that might not know. We were at the NOJHL Showcase. It happened to be Mike Brown's birthday, so every time that something happened in those 4 games we were covering that day, happy birthday, Mike. And it just kind of stuck. Anytime that something happens, it's usually happy birthday, Mike.
So it's been his birthday every game, and he's about 719 years old now. He's basically the Highlander at this point.
Adam Morrell and Peter Goulet sharing a word at the bench right now. Peter wants to know what's going on as he's going to get back to his perch behind the bench. You can see the respect that the referees do have for Peter, though, to pause play there before the start of play there to allow Peter to say his piece as he comes down to the bench or bottom of the bench. So Peter Goulet, well thought of in these parts, well thought of in the hockey community as well.
And for good reason.
Absolutely.
Great coach and even better man.
One of the greatest, that's for sure. Puck back to the point. Sent on net. DeRoccolo with the save. Now Case battling for possession. Gets it to Dubroy. Dubroy sends it down the ice. That should go for icing, and indeed it does. And just as Dubroy finds himself down on the ice in the Voodoos zone with 5:36 left. Went to French River to watch the last Voodoos game of the regular season. Brought the girlfriend with me. Peter met her, and of course he was immediately sympathetic to her. Because he's like, what are you doing with this guy?
And that's a good call by Peter, for sure. We've all expressed our condolences and to the lovely Topanga, but
I don't blame her. I would take as many condolences too.
She's made up her mind and she's sticking with you.
For whatever reason, yeah. Little breaks out of his own zone. Tries to get around his man as he's taken hard into the boards. Now Janiki gets to the puck. Battling for it. Little tries to get possession of it, but Janiki gets it now in his own zone behind his net as he stops up. Patrick just on the other side of the net from him as Janiki comes around on the far side with the puck. 5 minutes here remaining in regulation. Ricci with the puck. Hit hard into the boards, and now the puck back to the point. Audris with a shot. That one's blocked. Another chance. Duracolo saw that one all the way and took it into the chest. Now the shot's on goal, 30-0 in favor of the Voodoos.
Another solid save, no rebound by Duracolo. And
whoa.
You see Harrison. Speaking of our socials, you can see him behind then over there. I'm sure he captured that save. And in addition to our socials, if you're a fan of our live broadcast, if you're a fan of the After Action Report we do for the battalion, if you're a fan of any of our other content that we're putting out there, and you're able to maybe, sponsor us, head on over to patreon.com, look up the front line, kick us a couple bucks if you're able. If not, that's fine too. Just keep listening, supporting us that way. We're ever so grateful.
We're always happy for an ear to listen to.
Absolutely.
Now Thompson down the ice into Voodoos territory. He's hauled down, sent out front, and that definitely will be a call against the Lumberjacks there as they touch the puck, and that's almost one of those calls that you have to make with that one as Thompson was just hauled right down to the ice. So the Voodoos are going to have a late power play opportunity here. Try and spread the lead a little bit. It's 3-2 currently for Powassan.
Definitely a call you have to make. He definitely got on, who was that? That was Chase Thompson.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely got on Chase Thompson's back and brought him down to the ice there. So that's a no-brainer all day. And so we'll see a power play here for the Voodoos, looking to add to their lead here in the last 4.5 minutes.
It'll be McElhaney and Shields and Patrick in for the draw. McElhaney and Patrick have been on fire this entire third period. Little towards the net, tipped on front by Shields and saved by DeCoste. Now back far side, another chance thrown on net by McMillan and is saved by DeCoste. Patrick back for Little. Little in for Patrick on the near side half wall to Little at the point. Little takes another shot, stopped. On the doorstep was McElhaney, but he couldn't get a shot away. Battling on the far side half wall, can't get the puck out as Hearst. And now another chance as McMillan tries to will himself to the front of the net, nearly fell over. So he's just going to regroup and send it back to McElhaney at the point. Little for Patrick. Patrick, sharp angle shot. It's blocked. McElhaney back to the point to McMillan. McMillan over for Little. Little in for Patrick. Patrick back to McMillan. Takes the shot, saved by DeCoste as Little was trying to push himself towards the net. Him and Schillinglaw had a bit of a disagreement.
It's a great power play. Good execution so far for the Voodoos. They've had Hearst kind of hemmed in their zone this entire power play so far, and DeCoste has had to be very sharp. He's had to make 4 great saves on the penalty kill so far for Hearst.
3:39 left in this third period. Voodoos up 3-2. Courtney Kenny and Brad Brooks here calling the game for you.
As they get the net back on the pegs.
Lemke in for the draw, and he wins it to the near side half wall. Wraith Smith gets it back to Ricci at the point. Ricci cross ice to Case, back for Ricci. Ricci throws it intentionally wide, gets it back to Case. Now it's far side. Lemke sends it in for Thompson to Smith. Smith settling things down. Goes back in deep for Thompson. Thompson didn't like what he saw, so he sends it back to Smith. Smith sent it to the net, but he just missed it wide.
Tipped by Robinson. Great defensive play there.
Now Lemke with Thompson behind the net. Thompson tried to send it out front, but couldn't quite find his man. Now Wraith Smith's going to pick it up on the near side half wall. Sharp angle shot, didn't quite get towards the net. And then dodging a hit was Lemke. Back to Smith, another chance. Glove down by DeCoste as Wraith Smith was doing his best Nick Lindstrom impression from the blue line, and now we'll get another draw here.
That left hand, that glove hand of DeCoste has kind of been one of the stories tonight for Hearst. He's had to make 4 or 5 really nice glove saves to keep this game where it's at, and we'll get a change here as Powassan puts their second power play unit out there, just under a minute left on their power play.
2:52 left here in this third period. Voodoos lead 3-2, shots on goals 35-28 in favor of Powassan. Shields in for the draw. It's won by the Lumberjacks, and skating it down the ice is Babiak. Babiak walks in, takes a shot, knocking the stick out of McLean's hand in the process as the shot hit him. Now Case up for Rive. Rive sends it in and chases after it, and that'll do it here as it's back to 5-on-5. Rive battling in the near side. Gets it over for Turner. Turner battling in the corner. It's flipped up and it hits the netting and out of play. Zach Turner, who's really turned it on here in the second half of the season. I always kind of bring this up on the broadcast. I talked to him about it too as well. You know, he's from the most American sounding town ever, Eagle, Colorado.
I don't know that you can get more American sounding than that.
Unless you call it Freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's in Freedom County. Who knows? That's
Russo in for the draw. And Lemke sets his man down. And now Little gets to the puck again. Gets it up for Lemke. And now another hit thrown this time by Patrick, but Lemke gets to it. Sends it cross ice, nearly hitting the referee in the process. I don't think he saw that puck until it was almost too late.
He did not.
2 minutes left here in the third period. Time is certainly against the Lumberjacks, as we have a Lumberjacks player well inside the blue line of the Voodoo zone, and we'll have to see if DeCoste comes out of his net as he is creeping his way out. He does go for it, so empty net for Hearst. They'll have a 6-on-5 opportunity here as Janicki tries to get it, but now it's McElhaney who gets to it. He tried to send it out front for Patrick, and it hit off Schillinglaw. Now McElhaney sends it right back down, back to the blue line. However, it's to Hearst. And Hearst with possession in their own zone. Patrick chips it out of the zone and will try to regroup as Janicki gets it at the red line. Janicki sends it around, and it gets to Case. Case battling on the far side half wall now. Couple of white jerseys in there, a couple of green. 1:10 here on the clock. Net empty in Hearst zone. Battling still on the far side. Hearst comes away with possession briefly, but Shields gets to it and decides to shield the body. Or Tuck with his body, I should say. Hearst with possession now, but very brief again as the puck is once again against the boards. Battling for possession, Janicki with the shot, tipped towards the net, and it's over the net. 40 seconds remain here, back to Janicki at the point. Janicki to Robinson, Robinson looks out front, good block by Case as DeRoccolo gets a hold of it and covers it up with 35.1 seconds remaining on the clock. Don't turn away just yet.
Absolutely not. That sequence looked a little dangerous. DeRoccolo looked like he lost sight of the puck for a half a second there, but then he was able to track it and cover it up. And we'll see a face-off to his left. But, yeah, this some tense moments here for Powassan in the defending zone.
35.1, and it'll be timeout for Hearst here, actually, as we have a few seconds here to kill now before we get back to game time.
Coach calling his squad over to draw up a play or two, depending on how this face-off, upcoming face-off goes. Play drawn up for if they win it, and obviously a play drawn up for if they lose it. But with just over 30 seconds left, you have to imagine that they're going to be pushing hard here, and DeRoccolo is going to have to be ready.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to gut check time here for the Voodoos with 35.1 left on the clock.
What more do you want?
This is playoff hockey,
man. This is playoff hockey.
What do I keep saying? It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Good goodness, this has been an exciting game all game long.
I've used that bit so many times now that I might as well just say it's my song. I wish I could write something as good as that. Shields in for the draw against McDonald on the near side against DeRoccolo. And it's one back for Hearst. Janicki with the puck to Boswell. With the puck, cross ice. Sharp angle, they score! 25 seconds left on the clock, and Hearst ties it. It's 3-3.
Powassan just couldn't kill the last 30 seconds, and cross-ice pass sneaks through the crease. And Schillinglaw is able to bury it to tie this game. 25 seconds left, and we're in all likelihood going to see a little extra time here.
Yeah, this game is likely heading to overtime.
I hope you didn't have any late dinner plans there, Courtney.
Good thing I didn't.
Yeah, we might be here for a little bit.
Good thing the hot dogs here are pretty good.
We'll have to wander down and grab a couple here at the end of 3.
Voodoos lining up with all their offensive weapons here as Ray Smith tries to kick the puck down the ice. It gets to Thompson. Now it's to Smith. Back in, Thompson carries it in. Thompson tried to leave it for McMillan, and it's taken away by Hearst. 9 seconds remain. It's Little with the puck. Out on the ice for Smith. Smith trying to move the puck. He finally does. And it's tipped in, and that'll do it here for regulation. 3-3, and we're heading to overtime. Reminder, it's continuous 5-on-5 overtime in the playoffs. It's not 3-on-3 for 5 minutes in a shootout. It is a full period of overtime hockey, and that is what's coming our way here. The Voodoos have already won a game in overtime against Hearst in game 1 on Zach Turner. Goal in that one to take a 1-0 series lead. And we'll have to see if the Voodoos have the same kind of magic in it, or if the Lumberjacks are going to be able to chop down the Voodoos' attack in this one.
Well, this game's had a little bit of almost everything. We haven't seen a fight or anything like that, but we have seen some gorgeous goals. We have seen some solid goaltending. 35-30 are the shots, so the goalies have been up to the task tonight. And the fans here paid for 60 minutes of hockey. They're going to get a little bonus.
Yeah, always love, especially with the way that things are going money-wise in the world. Always love when your dollar can go a little bit further.
Sure.
So you can't complain too much when you're getting some free hockey out of it. Anyways, we'll be back with the first overtime, and hopefully only overtime of this one, on the other side of this intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today. Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry! I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for overtime, as the cool kids say. As the Powassan Voodoos find themselves heading to overtime for the second, actually I say the Voodoos and the Lumberjacks, for the second time in this series. Voodoos winning game one in overtime after Zach Turner scored the game-winning goal in that one. Courtney Kenny pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks here for what promises to be a really long game so far. Looking around the league real quick, a couple of games are just wrapping up. Espanola up 3-2, 10 seconds left in the third there. They currently have a 2-1 series lead on Blind River, looking to take a commanding 3-1 lead. The Greater Sudbury Cubs late in the third are up 4-2 on the Sioux Thunderbirds, looking to tie that one up at 2 apiece. And it's 5-3 Timmins and Iroquois Falls with less than 10 minutes left in the third. If Timmins wins that, it'll be a 3-0 series lead for the Rock. Brad, we're heading to overtime. And we got more hockey tomorrow, too, by the way.
Yeah. They're hoping to get this one done here early tonight so they can get a good night's sleep because they are back on the ice tomorrow. But game one, 1-goal game. Game two, 1-goal game. Game three will now be a 1-goal game because it will end in overtime here. If you were a betting man, Courtney, you probably could have put money on this before the start of the game saying that this would be a 1-goal game. These two teams are pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, most of the games in the series, the 6-game series last year, were decided by a goal or two as well in that one. So we'll have to see if things continue that way. Long change also in the first overtime period, as both teams will be switching just like in the second period. So, yeah, that could play a factor as well, Brad.
Yeah, it could. And, again, we'll have a couple minutes here, hopefully let the ice dry before we get underway. But DeRockalo looks strong so far tonight. And on the other side, Russ DeCoste has been phenomenal for the Hearst Lumberjacks, keeping them in this. 32 saves on 35 shots so far, and he'll get a chance to add to that total and increase his save percentage even more.
Our players to watch have been exactly that. Ray Smith with 2 goals, Matthew Como with a couple of assists as well. As we get set for the opening draw here of overtime, the Voodoos going with their top line of McMillan, Thompson, and Smith. And the Lumberjacks going with Hay and McDonald on the opening line as well. As we're underway for overtime, the Voodoos in their road greens are going left to right to start this period, and the Lumberjacks in their road whites are going right to left. I said road greens for Powassan, but really it's their home greens. Was road greens for the second half of the season, but at 11 playoffs, so they switch it back because I love seeing the green jerseys over the white jerseys for Powassan.
Me too.
Down the ice, Thompson tried to get into the zone. Hay gets it, though, in his own zone and sends it down the ice. That should go for icing against the Lumberjacks, as Little's the first one back. And we will get our first stoppage here, 29 seconds into overtime.
I do get the switch halfway through the year, switching so you're wearing your white jerseys at home for the second half of the year. But I got to say, in all honesty, the color jerseys, the greens honestly do feel like more like home jerseys. That really kind of goes for most teams. I think the color jerseys feel like the homes to me.
Patrick in for the draw, wins it to McElhaney. They had a chance to end it with the empty net in that third period before Hearst was able to tie things up. Now Janicki with the puck. Had McDonald do a flyby, but finally he passes it over to McDonald. McElhaney lets him get into the zone. Now Turner with it in behind the net. It's back to McLean. Mike McLean, the big defenseman, with speed, walks in. McLean with a chance. It's off the post, as that was a sharp angle chance there. Off the goaltender, off the post, and into the corner. Down the ice, Alex Case tries to whack at the puck, and he does get to it. McElhaney to Turner, and it's back into Voodoos territory. McElhaney with the puck. Schillinglaw stops it. McElhaney now with some time, as there was an offside delayed on that one. Dylan McElhaney for McLean. To McElhaney again. Through the neutral zone. Shifty little pass over for Shields. Shields takes a shot. DeCoste with the save. And in overtime, the old adage is throw everything, including the kitchen sink, towards the net.
Hey, anything can go in at any time.
Far side. That was Moore. Back to the point. Stopped by DeRoccolo. He lost it for a second and then found it at the side of his net. And he covers it up. So we'll get another stoppage here with 18:08 left in this overtime period.
Well, normally this time of night, what are we, 9:30 here. I like to either be in the gym or home relaxing, comfy and cozy on my couch. But hey, if you get a chance to watch some overtime playoff hockey live, really nowhere else I'd rather be.
No, you can't go wrong with the Powassan Sportsplex this time of year.
No, sir.
And North Bay Memorial Gardens starting on Thursday as well. Down the ice, Lemke tries to will his way in, and he's taken to the ice. No call coming on that one, as the puck is knocked up and out of play by Janiki into the meshing here at the Sportsplex. The North Bay Battalion, in case you've been living under a rock, are starting their OHL playoff series and attempt to try and get over the Eastern Conference hump this year. They'll be starting that road against the Kingston Frontenacs on Thursday. We'll have a North Bay Mitsubishi After Action Report live on all podcast forums after the game to break down that one. Case with the attempt from the point is blocked, and now it's down into Voodoos territory. McLean in the corner, lost it though, as Hearst still remains in possession. Sent back to the point, puck up and over the net, nearly to the side, as Hearst once again with possession in Powassan territory. Paquette battling for it on the near side to McLean. Back in, Dawson also out there. Sent around the far side, looking out front, and they couldn't quite get a shot away as it was on to the backhand. Kalen battling for it, gets it away from Little. Back for Little as he tries to get the puck out of his own zone. Robinson kicks it away from him, and now the puck up again along the boards. Sent down the ice though by Russo as he goes for a quick change, and now Hearst goes the other way. Sends it down the ice. Case is going to be the first one on that. Case with the puck. Battling for it. He nearly had it rode off his stick, and now Hearst picks it up again in the Voodoo zone. Wraith Smith to the near side looking for McMillan, and now it's back in for Thompson. Thompson floats it behind his net, but is picked up by Hearst. Hearst with all sorts of possession here in this last few moments. Now Wraith Smith in a foot race. Wraith Smith down on the far side, back for Thompson, and he couldn't quite get the handle on it. And now a Hearst player goes tumbling into the net, and the net is off its moorings, so we'll get a stoppage here.
Wraith Smith pleading to the officials for a Hearst penalty, as he's saying that the net was maybe knocked off intentionally by the Hearst defender on that rush.
Yeah.
Wraith Smith winning the race to the loose puck there, and Hearst scrambling, that's for sure, Courtney.
Well, McMillan was up front, but he was covered, so great wherewithal by Smith to look behind and find Thompson, but the pass was in his skates, so he wasn't able to get a shot away.
Right.
Little now running into some trouble there, but he's able to chip the puck into Hearst territory. Schillinglaw with the puck in his own zone. Goes cross ice. Moore is just going to send it in and go off for a quick change. Thompson in for Little. Little up for McMillan. And McMillan tried to go cross ice. He was looking for Thompson. Now Little picks it up. Alex Little walking in for McMillan. McMillan with a shot. Stopped by DeCoste. Blockered away. Thompson battling for the puck. Gets it back to Ricci, though, on a good little play there. Now it's up for Smith. Smith loses the handle on it, though, as he came in across the blue line. Ricci goes the other way, gets the red line, and dumps it in. 15:40 left on the clock here in overtime. We're all knotted up at 3. The series also tied at 1 apiece. Puck sent in far side. DeRoccolo kicks it away. Turner with a bit of speed picks it up. Now he gets it up for Smith. Wraith Smith. McElhaney rather. He's couldn't get a shot
That
away.
might be a penalty shot, Courtney. That might be a penalty shot.
It's not going to be. It looked like he thought about it for a solid 5 seconds.
It almost looked clear-cut, but it'll instead be a hooking penalty, and the Powassan Voodoos are going to have a 2-minute power play here in overtime.
As that's going to be more going off for 2 minutes or less.
And
he's not happy about it at all.
Bit of a shocking turn of events. The Espanola Paper Kings have just won 3-2 at home against Blind River to go up 3-1 in that series, beating the #1 seed in the West, the Blind River Beavers, who happen to be the best team in the Nodes this year. They're on the ropes already in round
They
one.
are.
Wow.
Face-off one back to Little. Back for Shields. Big save there by DeCoste. Now the puck sent down the ice. Duracolo out to play it. As he just keeps the puck behind his net, goes near side for McMillan. Yeah, we predicted Blind River in 6.
Not happening.
No. Up for McMillan. McMillan, nice little pass for Little. Little with a shot blocked aside by DeCoste. Now it's Shields with a chance as he loses the handle on it. And Hearst, nearly some friendly fire there by the Lumberjacks. Oh my goodness. Overtime is fun, Brad.
Yeah, that one shocked DeCoste there. He just scrambled to make sure that one didn't sneak in short side.
Little to McMillan. McMillan walking in, tried to go cross ice, and it was right there as Patrick had a wide open door, but he couldn't put it away.
I think he had his stick tied up at the last second.
Yeah, he did. Chance from the point from Smith. Now McMillan has it. Over for Wraith Smith again. Another shot, and is stopped by DeCoste with still over a minute left on the power play as he drops the puck out of his glove. The Voodoos, Ryan Patrick, a little bit disappointed on that one. There's been a few moments late in the season where Ryan Patrick's probably going to see some wide open nets in his nightmares.
No doubt, and especially in overtime, you don't really see too many penalties called in overtime. Usually the refs like to let the players play unless it's obvious. So when you get the chance on the man advantage, you want to collect, and it just couldn't there.
Ricci to Case on the near side. Case stops up, takes a shot. That one's blocked. Ricci now for Smith. Back to Ricci. Ricci with the shot. DeCoste makes the save there. And we'll get another stoppage here with under a minute left on the man advantage. Still knotted up at 3.
And it looks like the Greater Sudbury Cubs are about to go final. They just won in Sioux 4-3, so that series will be evened up at 2, heading back to Greater Sudbury for Game 5.
We will be going back to Game 5, but that's going to be, interesting one there. Thomas Mercier, a friend in Sudbury, calling that game. Now Ricci to Smith, takes the shot. That one's wide of the net. Heavy shot. Case in for Lemke. Lemke circles around, takes another shot. Blocked in front as the puck is just there on the doorstep. They couldn't get another chance away. Smith tries to skate around the zone. He does. Wraith Smith goes for a big skate around as now he's able to get the puck far or back to the behind the net for Lemke. Thompson with it. Back for Smith. Near side to Case. Too hot for him to handle, but he's still able to send it in for Lemke. Lemke back to Case. Case with another chance. That one's blocked. And now it's Smith back to the point for Ricci. Ricci stops up, takes another shot, blocked or gloved down by DeCoste. The last meeting of these two teams in the regular season went to overtime as well, with the Voodoos winning here on home ice in overtime as well. Although they had a power play for almost 5 minutes in that overtime period.
These two teams just can't not play a tight game against each other, eh?
Yeah.
It's fun every time.
Jackson Smith way back at the neutral zone for the faceoff in case it was one back, and we're back to 5-on-5 now. McLean tried to send it around the end wall, but it was blocked up by the referee. Now it's kept in by McLean. And Turner tries to will the puck forward. Shields throws a bit of a hit. Now it's over for Dubroy. Dubroy tries to flip it back in. And just off by a hair, Turner thought he was back in time. It was a very bang play there, called offside, and we're almost 7 full minutes into overtime with 13:02 left.
Yeah, Turner thought he just got back on side there, tried to appeal his case to the linesman, but the call had been made. He was just a little bit slow getting back on side. So we'll see a face-off outside the Hearst zone here. And we've got the fourth line back out there, the Dawson, Russo, and Rive line.
See if they're able to get some energy going here. Rive with the puck on the far side, battling for it. Russo in there as well. Russo on the far side, still battling along the wall as the puck does come out. Very briefly, but enough that it was offside. And we'll get another face-off here.
And this, the last game of the 4 to still be underway. We're still live here, 3-3 in overtime. Timmins has just gone final, 6-3 win over Iroquois Falls to go up 3-0 in that series, Courtney. Just like you predicted.
That one I'm at least right on so far.
Can't win them all, eh?
No. Well, you know, they talk about March Madness brackets. I'm just here for playoff brackets. Is Hearst going the other way? I don't understand basketball, so I could never bet on those.
Me neither.
Down the ice. Into the neutral zone. Audris with it. Sends it over for Paquette. Good stick there by Turner. Trying to create some havoc, but instead Hearst is able to get it down the ice as Boswell chips it into Voodoos territory. Ricci with it. Near side from McElhaney. McElhaney tries to get the puck out. He couldn't quite as Boswell has it. Tries to send it out front. Good play by Little to negate that. Now it's Patrick with it. Patrick for Smith. Smith tried to kind of dribble the puck past his man, but he couldn't quite get in. Now Como going the other way. Como walking in. Como with a chance, tried to go short side, and DeRoccolo said not today. Janicki with the puck. It's in for Boswell. Boswell sends it out front. It's kicked aside by Patrick. Ryan Patrick down the ice, tries to get it out of the zone. Smith attempting as well, but couldn't quite get it out. Now it's out for McElhaney. McElhaney looking to chase after it. He's just going to get the puck down to Hearst territory, and the Voodoos will go off for a quick change. 11:25 left here in this first overtime period. And going the other way now, Robinson. Robinson walking in, takes a shot. DeRoccolo kicks that one aside. Now on the near side wall. Boucher with a shot. That one's off a body, and oh, what a snag by DeRoccolo!
Wow.
Game saver!
Unbelievable, Courtney. Just reaches that left hand out and says, hey, DeCoste, anything you can do, I can do better. And that's the save of the night for sure to this point for DeRoccolo. Wow, what a glove save.
It hit off a body and just landed in a perfect spot for Boswell. And he tried to get it. And oh my goodness, Daniel DeRoccolo.
The reflexes.
Whew, what a glove save by the young netminder. He came to play tonight.
That might be a momentum shifter too.
Little tries to send it around looking for Ray Smith. It just was out of his reach, and now McMillan with the puck in his own zone. McMillan up the ice for Thompson. Thompson, nice pass for Little. Little walking in, goes cross crease, was looking for a rebound, and the rebound was pushed into the corner. Now Ricci sends it in from the point, stopped by DeCoste, and just for historical accuracy, Carson Ricci had the overtime winner here at home in that last regular season game between the two teams.
Well, it would be nice to see him get another one here. I'm really interested to see how both teams look tomorrow night, because all these players, all 4 lines have been rolling. The goaltenders have been busy. They're back on the ice in about 21 hours tomorrow night, so they're hoping this game doesn't go on too much longer, I'm sure.
Schillinglaw with the puck in his own zone, tries to tip it up and over, and he does, although it's right into the meshing and out of play. Voodoos will get another offensive zone draw here.
They're all young, eh? They're not old like us, eh, Courtney? I'm
No, that's true.
I'm sure they'll respond tomorrow night just fine.
My back's hurting just watching this game.
Right?
Shields tries to get a surprise shot away. He does, and it's kicked into the corner by the Lumberjacks. Now Shields once again looking out front. No one was there. As a high stick there by the Voodoos will stop that play as Lemke touches up. As the Voodoos were trying to keep the puck in by any means necessary there.
Bit of a slower pace. We've seen a couple whistles here now in overtime. It sort of looks like it's each team playing to not give up the goal, the game-winning goal, as opposed to trying to get it for their own team. So
Russo in for the draw.
A little bit tentative here.
Trying to get it past the linesman who nearly takes a tumble. As there were sticks everywhere trying to get to that puck. Russo tries to throw it out. Dawson keeps it in. Dawson was looking for Russo on the near side. He does find him. Case sends it in from the point. Good save there. Another chance. Rive stopped by DeCoste. As now McLean with the puck. McLean gets it to Russo. Russo to McLean. Goes cross ice. Rive was almost on it, as that would have been a wide open net for Will Rive to be putting the puck past DeCoste.
Just a couple steps from the position he needed to be in.
Rive to Case. Case sends it towards the net again. Now Rive tries to shovel it towards the net, as now this quote-unquote fourth line hemming Hearst in their own zone.
This pressure is unbelievable. What a shift for this fourth line.
Now the Lumberjacks break out. Hay going the other way. Hay walks in. Tries to send it to the front. Now it's back to the point and sent all the way around into the corner as it hit a body. Now Lemke throwing his body around in Voodoos territory. It goes back to Hay. Hay from the point took a shot. That was over the net. Dawson doing his part to get the puck out of the zone. Audrus to it. As he's going to go off for a change now. That's Dawson. Como with the puck to Lemke. Boswell stopped that one up, but that'll go for a hand pass now against the Lumberjacks, as Boswell had reached down to get it with his hand, and it bounced away to his man.
Yeah, it looked like Hearst wasn't too sure of who was going to play that puck there, so instead they touch up for the whistle, and we're over halfway through this first overtime period here, and things are starting to slow down a little bit.
Well, speaking of halfway through, we'll be back on the other side of this mid-period break on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Sorry, Brad, I was just going to say 9:42. Usually I'm on my way home from these games at this point.
Should be getting home and tucked into bed here shortly, but yeah, I mean, that save a couple sequences back by Durakalo, you really have seen it the past couple shifts go to the Voodoos' legs, and that fourth line shift where they hemmed the Lumberjacks in their zone for a good 30-45 seconds there, really indicative of the jump that save gave them. So hopefully they can use that and put one behind DeCoste here, who's playing lights out this game.
DeCoste has made 43 saves so far. Durakalo has made 33 saves so far. Shots on goal. 46-36 in favor of the Voodoos.
I think
9:05 left.
I think you've got our first and second stars of the game right there.
It'd be hard pressed not to see one of them at least. Mm-hmm. Little over for Ricci. Ricci walking in. Nearly lost the puck, but he's still able to get it in as the Voodoos were able to keep it in. Now Ricci throws it in from the point, and it just went wide of the net. Paquette now, near side, as that one hits the meshing and bounces back into play, but because it hit the meshing, well, you know what that means. It's out of play, technically.
And we'll see the lines change yet again here. This overtime period, I expected it to be more like the first three periods that we saw with the back and forth sort of a breakneck pace, and it hasn't been that.
Not yet, no. Shields wins the draw, back to Case from Dubroy. Case takes another shot. That one's blocked. Another chance sent by Lemke. Couldn't quite get that one towards the net, as now they're both held up. Boswell down the ice, gets it to Moore. Moore, with possession in Voodoos territory, just sends it back around. Como had the puck hop over his stick, and now Boswell's going to pick it up, as no one really knew where it was. Moore out front, put it just wide. Schillinglaw stick handled himself out of the zone. Now he flips it right back down for Hearst. Boswell to pick it up. Boswell sends it in. That'll go behind the net. No one really knew where that other chance was. And
Como did not miss the net by much. It was maybe a couple inches, and he's our player to watch for Hearst. He just about ended this game.
Good chance there for Hearst. As now Schillinglaw can't quite get out of his zone. He finally does. Ricci with the puck. Near side to Case. Case over for McMillan. McMillan twisting and turning. Tries to send it in deep as he gets his pocket picked by Kalen. Kalen going the other way. Sends it in, chases after it. He's going to be first in on it as well. Now back to the point. Sent in, blocked by the Voodoos. Now near side, McMillan picks up the loose puck as he overskated that one. And that'll be a penalty now against
Robinson.
As that'll go, the Voodoos will now get another chance here.
The trip on McMillan as he was trying to exit his zone.
Yeah, and the Voodoos were given one power play opportunity here in overtime. You got to think you got to score here because the next one's probably going to go in Hearst's favor.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's any indication that they're trying to even things up here in overtime. But yeah, McMillan, great play to draw the penalty. I'm not sure that I like him trying to carry the puck out of the zone from a standstill, though. So a bit of a dangerous play, but nonetheless, if Powassan gets rewarded with another power play.
McMillan out there on the point right now. And it's won by the Voodoos, but Hearst gets to it with the first possession, sends it down the ice. Durakalo plays it outside of his net. Now Little with it behind his net. Alex Little, he can fly. Like the speed of a Voodoo Jet, if you will. McElhaney Near far side to Shields. Shields in the corner. Tried to go around behind the net to McElhaney, but it's kept in by Little. Not for long, though, however, as down the ice, the puck goes, but Hearst is able to get a hold of it. Now another chance! Oh, and because Duracola was out of the net, they could have ended it right there.
Duracola was way too tentative playing that. You got to fire it.
Now Patrick walks in, takes a shot, stopped by DeCoste.
That glove hand of DeCoste again, robbing the Voodoos. And Patrick trying to go over that glove hand like he did earlier in this game for the goal. Just robbed there again. That's about the 5th or maybe even 7th glove save we've seen from DeCoste tonight.
Duracola went out of his net to try and beat down the potential breakaway, and he nearly gave it away, and then they thankfully missed the net. So we're going to keep playing here as Thompson still on the power play for Powassan. Gives it to Smith. Now Thompson in the far side corner. He sends it back to the point. No one was there.
No, passed it to nobody.
Well, he passed it to Duracola, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ricci with the puck. Turns around, passes it off for Case. Case, far side now. Thompson walks in. Thompson, drop pass. No one was there either, but he didn't send it out of the zone. As Smith finds backdoor, they score! Cameron Lemke, overtime hero in Powassan! Voodoos take a 2-1 series lead! Oh my goodness, are you not entertained?
The goal was nice. The pass was even nicer, Courtney. Wraith Smith has a couple of goals in this game, but his playmaking ability on this play on the power play here in overtime ends this game. Gorgeous cross-ice pass from the point down low, and no mistake made, and this game is over. Powassan does their job, and they win on home ice.
What a game here as they salute the fans here. The Voodoos will look to take a 3-1 series lead tomorrow night here at the Sportsplex. Oh my goodness, what a series, what a game here. Cameron Lemke gets his first of the playoffs. I am super excited right now. I am talking really loud.
Yeah, you are.
I'm just yelling things, loud noises.
That's what happens. Overtime wins, we hear loud noises.
Daniel Duracola, what a game by both goaltenders. As we'll have to talk about our 3 stars of the game here momentarily. Oh my goodness, Brad. What a game for the ages here at the Powassan Sportsplex.
Oh, it had, like I said, a little bit of almost everything, and that was, try and find a more exciting way to end a hockey game. Oh, wait. That was something.
The adrenaline, I'm kind of shaking a little bit. I've had the opportunity to call some wonderful overtime games here at home during the playoffs. Between the Battalion and the Voodoos, and oh my goodness, that one was fun. First star is Matthew Como for or 3rd stars for Lumberjacks for Matthew Como. Wraith Smith,
no doubt.
2nd star of the game. How can you say anything but Cameron Lemke? Got to be our 1st star of the game, right?
Has to be.
Wow, what a game! What a finish!
Hey, Courtney. How would you rather get your first playoff goal?
I would take it in overtime.
Yeah.
I'd take it as a series winner.
Overtime on home ice?
Yeah, I'd take it as a series winner, but I'll take an overtime winner on home ice. Although we have to say, Cameron Lemke with the game winner, Daniel Duracola with the game saver.
Oh, and if not for Duracola making that save, we don't even get to this point. So, Unbelievable performance.
Unbelievable performance indeed. Brad, we're back at it again tomorrow night.
Can't wait.
From the Sportsplex. Back at it again in front of this white sheet of ice of the Powassan Sportsplex. Voodoos take a 2-1 series lead on home ice with an overtime victory, 4-3 from the Powassan Sportsplex. He's Brad Brooks. He's Matt. Matt's not here. He's Mike Brown. It's his birthday, as always. Harrison from the Garrison keeping our social media up to date. Go check it out. As always, we'll also have some clips, I'm sure, of some goals up at some point in the next day or so. And Cassie Millen, our intern, who is doing wonderful things for us during the intermission, like taking our garbage away. That's a pretty important job here tonight.
Cassie.
So, big shout out to Cassie. Anyways, that'll do it here from the Powassan Sportsplex. We'll be back in action again tomorrow night with game number 4. Hopefully you're able to tune in. Hopefully you're able to make the trek out to Powassan as well. Not that I want to say don't listen to our broadcast, but as always, I'm Courtney Kenny. Keep your eye on the front line.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.